At 1400 hours, station security intercepted a communication between 6 humans planning what they described as a surprise for Commander Davis. The words, "He won't see it coming," and "make sure he doesn't find out," were used. I authorized a full tactical response. The humans were inflating colorful bladders. I'm Security Chief Drath, Orbital Station Kepler 9. My job is to prevent threats before they happen. When my communications team flagged messages between 6 human crew members, I listened personally. Okay, the surprise is set for 1800. He has no idea. Everyone hide when he comes around the corner. Jenny's bringing the knife. My blood runs cold. A coordinated ambush, a blade, a target, Commander Davis, one of the most senior officers on the station. I mobilize 3 tactical squads. I seal the corridor. I alert station command. I am not losing an officer on my watch. At 1755, my teams are in position. Thermal scans show 6 humans in Recreation Room 4. They've rearranged furniture. The lights are off. They're hiding, textbook ambush. At 1758, Commander Davis approaches, then he turns the corner. The lights come on. 6 humans jump out screaming, surprise. One is holding a cake. Jenny has a knife. For the cake, colorful inflated bladders float near the ceiling. A banner says Happy 40th Dave. I am standing in full tactical gear with 3 armed squads watching a birthday party. I have to file an incident report. I have to explain why I deployed 3 tactical squads to a birthday celebration. My superior reads it. You mobilized 18 armed officers because humans were hiding in the dark. I say with a knife. She says for a cake. I explain birthday parties. Once a year, humans ambush the subject with happiness. They hide, they wait. They leap out and scream. Then they light small fires on top of food, and the subject blows them out while everyone sings. She stares at me. They set food on fire. I say it gets worse. Sometimes they blindfold a child, give them a weapon, and make them hit a container until gifts fall out. She says, I need to lie down. The Admiral orders a cultural investigation into human celebrations. They have a holiday where they dress in terrifying costumes and demand food from strangers. They have one where they bring a tree inside their dwelling and decorate it with lights. A Drothian analyst reads the report and says, every human celebration sounds like either an ambush, a hostage situation, or a cult ritual. I say, and they consider these their happiest memories. She says, Security Chief, I am beginning to think humans don't know the difference between love and an attack. I say, I'm beginning to think there isn't one. Commander Davis finds out about the security response. He thinks it's the funniest thing that's ever happened. Then he comes to my office. I expect a complaint. Instead, he sits down and says, Drath, nobody threw me a party last year. I spent my birthday alone reviewing supply manifests. This year, 6 people coordinated, kept a secret for 2 weeks, and ambushed me with cake. That's not an attack. He pauses. That's people saying you matter enough to plan for. He looks at me. When's your birthday? I say my species doesn't celebrate individual birth dates. He says we do now. When is it? I tell him. He writes it down. He says you won't see it coming. I say, is that a threat? He says it's a promise. 3 months later, I walk into my office. The lights are off. This is unusual. I reach for my sidearm. Then the lights come on. Commander Davis and 20 crew members, human and alien, scream, surprise. There is a cake. There are colorful inflated bladders. There is a banner that says Happy Birthday DITH in both English and my native script. Jenny has a knife for the cake. I stand in my doorway with my hand on my weapon, looking at 20 people who planned in secret for weeks to ambush me with happiness. Davis hands me a plate. Make a wish. I don't know what that means, but I know what it feels like. It feels like mattering. I don't reach for my sidearm again. I reach for the cake.